Gotta get some Greek music.
Greek, Austrian, it's all the same,
Actually, I have some over here. I just don't know where it is. I have Zorba.
Yeah. In studio, Cynthia Daddona, the writer, comedian,
author,
TV
host,
and website owner. Website is www.romancingthetable.com. And if you're thinking about Valentine's Day, which is just a week away or more, a little more than a week
Saturday,
away,
no less.
let's talk about romance.
Yes.
That's everybody is thinking now about their hearts one way or another.
I vaguely remember what that's.
Absolutely.
So how do we have a heart healthy and heart happiness Valentine's?
Well, first of all, food and romance go hand in hand. It's a big part of my relationship with my husband. And I think it's really great to do a little research ahead of time. You can stay in and have a very romantic meal, if you're watching your pennies, which a lot of us are, of course. And I think ask your mate what's their favorite food. Mm-hmm. And so you're already in the ballpark there. You could either take turns making food for each other every year. You could cook together, which is what we're going to do. We're going to get a cookbook and Mediterranean cookbook and select items.
That's fun.
And then, of course, decor. Dim the lights, select some
Candles.
Good music, and the table. I mean, I got inspired from the Mediterranean because they really celebrate everything around the table. Mm-hmm. But I think you can move the table around. You could put the table by the fireplace. You could have a little table for two. You could have a picnic. You could have dinner in bed if you want. I mean, you could have a great time.
That's talking about real romance, isn't it?
With that. And then we have a lot of recipes on our website, from Greek salads to Grecian goddess burgers to, a lot of delicious Mediterranean cuisine. And you can have a lot of fun with that.
I tell you, the problem with Valentine's Day is, what is it we send each other in heart-shaped boxes? Sliced celery and carrots? I don't think so.
Chocolate.
Yes. Why aren't we all blimps after
You can have a little
Valentine's?
chocolate.
What are you going to be doing for Valentine's Day? What are you going to cook, and what's on your menu?
Yes. Well, we're going to have our Greek salad, of course, because it's been a big part of our relationship. And we're going to make I have some lemon basil chicken that I like making that's really delicious. And then we love Greek yogurt. We take fresh fruit and put like a dollop of Greek yogurt on it with some honey. Mm-hmm. And this is actually a very ancient, they ate a lot of yogurt back in the ancient days.
Did they?
We went to a Greek restaurant in Athens that was ancient cuisine, and they served
ancient cuisine.
Yeah, it was really fascinating.
Wow.
Greek food. They served honey with Greek yogurt and poppy seeds.
That's unusual. Wow.
I guess that was a little, twist. But we're going to do that. And then I've asked my husband, because I think it's really about appreciation. So serve up, and I like calling it an appetizer of gratitude. So if you could write down 5 things that you really appreciate about each other and say that over the dinner table. I mean, that costs nothing, and that is going to fill your heart up with such joy.
That's a great idea.
You could also feed each other with a fork, the salad. Here's a bite, honey.
Of course. And you can, I have these on my...
Oh
my!
Dun, da, da, da. Imperial margarine. I feel like a king.
He now has his
Here's
olive
one for
branch.
you,
Oh, I get
Baron.
one too.
Look at this.
This
This is so cute.
You can either make these, go to Michael's, or I
And
have
my
them.
toga's in the shop being sanforized right now.
I think you should come in every week like this, Barry.
I know that.
That does something for your head.
Now you see,
really
you can eat dinner like this. You can feed each other grapes.
Those of you who are not
Crown
watching
each other a
online, you
god
don't
and
know
a
what we've done.
goddess.
We've put, these are not are they olive branch crowns?
They're actually ivy, so there's I couldn't
Poison
find the olive
ivy!
branch
My
crowns.
God.
And they're made out of silk. I have them on my other site, moderndaygoddess.com.
So you
You
can
are
order
just a
these?
party
You
animal.
can
This
on
is
my
so
site.
cute.
Isn't it fun?
I love this.
It came out of my book, Diary Modern Day Goddess, because wearing a crown on there. And then women wanted them. And then I kind of expanded because I said, it'd be fun to give my husband one. And so I call them, they're romance crowns. And
Romance crowns.
you can wear them with
All we need is the
clothes
toga
or
and a keg or two.
without
It's
clothes,
all
I guess.
right.
That could be scary.
Or you
Baron.
can, it's good for dinner. It's a great gift. You
Wouldn't
feed
that
each
be
other,
great?
grapes. And you could just have a good time with the whole Mediterranean theme.
I have a
love
tag hanging from it. Oh, it's got her name, the Modern Day Goddess crown for men and women. You sell these?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, welcome back.
On moderndaygoddess.com. Yeah.
ModernDayGoddess.com?
Yeah, that's my other site. Yeah.
Okay. If you want to leave us for a moment and go over there on the Google or just
And my
call her
other
up.
site is romancingthetable.com, which is the food site. So food and travel, recipes for celebrating life, love, and food.
Now, when you were a reporter in Stanford, right?
Yeah, in Westport. Yeah.
In Westport, right? And you were dealing with. News is hard. Right?
Oh yeah.
So sometimes you want to get to something funny.
Yeah.
When you did the comedy writing thing, what resounded to you? What kind of things really said, "Gee, that is funny"? Or what makes life funny to you?
Well, at the time, very ethnic family, and I only discovered that I have part Greek as well. But back then, I was, I thought it was all Italian. And what resounded with me, I used to say, I'm over 30 and single, and my Italian family's officially declared me dead because they just could not believe I got married. So it's really fascinating. Like the comedy, that was very therapeutic for me to not be rushed into getting married. And I feel I found true love at 44, so that was really amazing.
What did you find in between 0 and 44?
Almost okay. The training wheels, kind of they're all stepping stones because you realize I want that, I don't want that. And actually, what I did is I started writing down everything I wanted in a mate, especially on Valentine's Day. Sometimes I would do that if I was, home alone. I'd be journaling, and I would make myself a romantic meal.
So what were by yourself?
With candlesticks.
A table for one.
Well, actually, it was 2, and I kind of visualized. And
that's it. So you visualized what you wanted.
I did.
So what was the perfect mate for you? I mean, other than obviously he's here. But
Yeah.
I mean, in your mind, what were the top 5 things?
Well, I really went for the inner qualities. Good sense of humor. Kind of had that joy for life. Would enjoy the Mediterranean, which that's.
Walks on the beach. Don't
could
forget
make me
that.
laugh when I'm having days too many deadlines or whatever that might be, and just
Hey, it
a
looked like a
heartfelt.
god.
Yeah, a Greek god.
Greek god.
That was a small thing. Just Zeus or better.
But let me tell you the problem, Cynthia Daddona.
I'm Aphrodite.
When I've seen these love things, they where you online eHarmony Match.com.
Oh, yes, yes.
We had for a while. I don't know if we dropped it in the paper. You could post your personals, right? Looking for.
You still can. You can always
They
post.
all
In fact, you
say
can
that.
post your love lines to and this could be a good way to really let the world know what you feel about your
Yeah.
most.
We do that every
most
year, don't
loved,
we? Valentine's.
you can put your 4 lines. It's a great deal in the news press right now.
That would score big points.
Yeah, I think so. And then they're leaving the paper in front of them at that romantic dinner and say, by the
Circle.
way, hello.
But the women all say the same thing. I like
What do they
walks
say?
on the beach, candlelight dinners, and a good sense of humor. And they settled for some animal who couldn't tell a joke of his life.
Oh, stop
depended
talking
on-
about yourself like this.
You're right.
Anyway, we got to take a
Romance
break.
is a part
Yes,
of
we
it.
do.
We got to take a break. Cynthia, thank you so much for coming. Will you
Yes.
come back? And
I
I
would
want you
love
to
to
do the
come back.
travel show around the world. You'd be
I
so much
am.
fun to have on board.
I'd love to do that.
All right, we're gonna plan for that, and
Fantastic.
make sure you visit the website. This is the time: www.romancingthetable.com. You can get the recipes, and then
Does
you can
that
also
fit in
And
with
our
our table?
and the DVD. All righty.
And on your
And-
way out, you can say hi to Tarzan. He's waiting from Jungle
My
George.
Greek god. And you know what? If you can't go to Greece, this is the next best thing. This is pretty amazing and affordable. So
Greek island destination.
destination
Oh.
cooking class.
All righty. We're gonna be
Enjoy.
back with Jungle George Grill People. Stay tuned.
These for men are very good, very, very good for